morning. Morning. Bring your feet together at the top of the mat. Lots of new faces. And I can't say old faces to you. All right, feet together. Stand tall. Stand in a way that says, I'm here and I'm ready. Yeah. Lift your chest, draw the shoulders back, lengthen your arms by your sides, hold your head high. Here you are in your body. Now you gotta breathe. You really gotta breathe, not just like your normal breath. You gotta breathe like it's good to be alive, because it is on this beautiful day in this beautiful little park. On your next inhalation, let the arms float over your head. Yeah, just reach high. And then on the exhale, bring the arms down. So you kind of time it. The arms move in sync with the breath. Again, as you inhale, the arms go up. And as you exhale, the arms come down. We'll do that one more time. Just time it. This is how we create yoga. Union of movement and breath. I like how some are moving slower, some a little faster. Last time together, arms up. Don't rush your breath. Forward fold on the exhale. Fold right over. Let the head down. Yeah, lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's fold deeply on the exhale. And then rise up to standing on the inhale. So again, just syncing up the breath and the movement. Come all the way up, up, up. Bring the hands to the heart. Okay, we do it again. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. So moving and breathing. Lift halfway on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Rise with an inhale. Hands to heart on the exhale. Yeah, you got this. Inhale, both arms up. Let's hold them there. Hook your thumbs together, spread your fingers out wide. Feel the thumbs pulling on each other. Make your arms a little straighter and draw your tailbone slightly down, not tucking it under like a scared dog, but just like a little tuck. And then take a stretch to your right side. Yeah. Just breathing and moving. That's all this is. Stretching into the side body, waking up the left side. Push into your feet a little more. Let your hips move left and just make that feel so good. And then inhale, rise back up and take it over to the other side. You could even switch the thumbs. That's it. And again, remember that you're pressing into your feet. We're opening up the right side. Let your hips move a little bit to the right. Yeah. And then inhale, come back up and let the arms come down. Close your eyes for a second if that feels okay in this setting. Just breathe. Do you already feel the yoga working? Something shifting? Maybe it's subtle. We'll move a little more. Good morning. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Inhale. Go to plank pose. It's an upper push-up, so the feet go back. Keep the arms straight and long. Make the legs straight and long. Yep. Breathing. Even when we hold the poses for a little bit, we breathe. Let's take one more inhale right here. And then exhale, lower yourself down. Go all the way to your belly. Bend your elbows, lay your belly down. Yep. And then inhale for cobra. A sweet little back bend. Make the spine feel long. Squeeze your elbows and your shoulder blades back. And then exhale, release the chest back down. Tuck your toes. Find your first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's paddle our feet. Let's get a little movement in the hips. As if you are literally walking. Feel what your gait would feel like in your hips. And when you get your heel to push from the outer edge of your heel. So we get a little extra something in the hamstrings. Yeah. Take one more breath. Let's push both legs straight. And then look forward to your hands and keep walking, but walk your feet all the way back up to the top. Bring your feet together. Lift halfway and then fold all the way. With a flat back, rise up. Arms reach high. And then pull the hands right to the heart. Yeah, you've got this. Inhale, arms reach. We're going to put that all together. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the in-breath. Go to plank and lower. On one exhale, the feet go back and you take it all the way down. Inhale, cobra, gentle back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that's what it means to flow. And if that feels a little fast for you, go slower. Honor your breath. There's no reason to make your breath choppy or panicky. That's not good for your nervous system. If you start to feel like your heart rate's coming up and you need to breathe faster, it doesn't mean that you have to move faster. Just take an extra breath, right? The whole goal is to keep the breath steady and to keep the nervous system regulated as the workload gets harder and harder. Keep breathing through your nose in both directions. It sometimes feels like you're pumping loads of oxygen. Let's take one more breath here, and then just look at the hands. Go ahead, walk your feet right up to the top of the mat. Feet together, lift halfway, and then exhale, fold. With a flat back, rise all the way up. Reach the arms. Good, pull it to the heart. We'll hold right here. We're going to bend the knees and sit the hips back. So we press down into our feet, we bend our knees and sink our hips. And now draw that tailbone slightly down so you feel a little lift in the belly. And then start to extend your arms up. We call it Utkatasana. That's our chair pose. I can see that some of you are starting to like this one. Yeah, I can see it, right? It used to not be like that, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't get as much pushback when I ask you to go here. It's not that bad, is it? Now, push into your right foot. Lift your left knee to your chest. Yeah. So we're going to play a little bit with balance today. Here's your first taste. What does that do to your attitude, huh? Put the foot down, stand up. Yeah, all better now, right? Good. Chair pose again. Bend your knees, sink your hips, arms reach. Lift the other knee. So the left foot pushes, the right one lifts toward the chest. The rooting down really makes a big difference in your ability to lift up. That little tailbone tuck and the little lift in the belly also helps. Put your foot down and then stand up tall. Draw the hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Let's go to plank and lower like we did at the beginning. Inhale, cobra pose. And on your exhale, find your way back to downward facing dog. Let's step the right foot forward to the hands. It's like one big lunge. Stay on the toes of the back foot and then come on up, facing forward. We call it high crescent lunge. Using all 5 toes on the left foot really matters. Don't make it all about the right leg. Actually find the balance of your work. So that back heel is lifted really high. I want those back toes really bending. Yep, bend the toes, lift the heel high, and then everyone straighten the left leg. You might come out of the lunge a little bit. Let's make the back leg straight. Can you feel the difference? With the 5 toes pressing down, the back leg straight. Now lean back just a little bit. Woo, there it is, right? You feel the left hip all of a sudden. Let's hold all of that, but bend the front knee a little deeper. Say hello to your body. Say good morning. Thank you for showing up for me today. That's it. Take one more breath and then plant your hands down on the mat. Take a big step back. Hold your plank. It'll feel good for a moment and then lower down nice and slow. Inhale for cobra. And then exhale. Take it back. Down dog. Woo! Same thing other side, left foot steps. Stay on the right toes, rise up, and just kind of figure out the balance here. So much of our balance comes from rooting down, taking it slow and looking for the double actions. So if we're going to use the right foot, we got to use the left foot, right? If we're going to do something strongly with the right leg, we got to really do something really conscious with the left. So create that. Start to build your foundation. Let's see if we can lift the back heel and straighten the back knee. There's your strong action. Muscular energy, hugging muscle to bone. And then we bend the front knee a little deeper. Yeah, lean back. I think you can. Some of you are sitting in the crease of your left hip. Instead, lift up out of the crease. Take one more breath. Plant your hands down, please. Step back lightly and lower. Yeah, things are starting to warm up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. All right, now the chair pose is going to have feet hip distance apart. Sit back, sink your hips, reach your arms. Yeah, you got it. See how low you can sit and how high you can reach. Find the double action. Draw the belly in for support. I want to see elbows as straight as you can make them, even if that makes your arms wider. Feel the muscles hugging the bones. We want muscular energy. As the fingers and the arms reach really long, high to the sky, can you draw the shoulder blades down? Now push through your feet, come all the way up. Keep the arms high, lift the right knee to the belly. As you lift that knee, can you also push the left foot down? Pretty good. You guys look pretty good there. Nice and slow, put that foot down. Arms stay high. I know they might be getting tired. Make them even more enthusiastic. And then lift the left knee. Tailbone down, root the standing leg. Triceps engaged, belly to the spine. Just feel all of it working. And all of those things are micro movements. None of them are overdone. If you can muscle yourself right out of a balancing pose. Now, as you put your left foot down, bring your arms down. Do it slow. Yeah. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Moving and breathing. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's go to plank pose. Walk it out. All right, lower slowly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, right foot steps up. Stay on your left toes. Come on up to high crescent. Root down, create the double actions as you move through the transition, so when you get there, it feels whole. Please bring your hands to heart center. We're going to lean into the right leg and gently float off of the left, balancing on one leg. A very simple balance. Keep the eyes steady. Now, come to standing, draw the left knee to the belly. Stand tall, hold your head up, lift your chest up. You got it. Take both arms up, reach your arms high, and then time it so your arms and your foot come down at the same time. Yeah, moving and breathing. I like it. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, let's fold right back in. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Go to plank. Organize your body in plank. This is a moment to gather your strength and then your grace. Lower slowly. Use your muscles. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot step, stay on the right toes. So again, just moving and breathing, rooting down as you rise. You can feel the balancing work. Draw the hands to your heart so your center of gravity is a little bit closer to center of you, right? And then lean a little weight into the left leg and float the right one up behind you. Eyes are steady. Nice and slow. Lift your head and chest. Pull that right knee to the belly. Stand tall. See if you can find that alignment. Crown of the head over the tailbone and then reach your arms. Things change a little bit there, right? Now we're going to time it. Place the foot down as the arms return to your sides. I love it. That is mindfulness in action. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. You're doing beautifully. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Let's go to plank pose and lower. It's another vinyasa. I know, enough of that already, right? Inhale, cobra pose. Just getting warmed up. Exhale, down dog. If you would, come into a different lunge this time. It's called Warrior One. Right foot steps up, left foot turns flat. You're going to root the feet down and rise. It feels a little different on the flat foot in the back instead of on the toes, but all of the work is the same. We ground the back foot and we straighten the back leg. Then we gracefully explore what it feels like to bend the front knee a little deeper. Now, with all of those little micro movements that you can find in you, let's get the muscles to work as a team and get your body, your torso, to face a little more forward. It might mean drawing the tailbone slightly down, turning the chest plate forward. Now, as you really start to hold your ground, feel the footwork, reach higher to the sky. Take a deep breath. Let's all lean back, because you can. Yep. And then exhale, hands down. Don't you wonder why you weren't there? Step back and lower. There is this sweet little place that's the edge of the pose, and we don't want to miss it. We don't want to cross the line either. Vinyasa all the way into your down dog. You know the order of the poses. Let's do the other side. Warrior on the left. Just chilling, taking our time, creating this magnificent pose on the left side. Make sure the right foot is flat, and then push into the feet. Turn your body. Use the muscles on the inside. Yeah, there's an articulation. There's like a coordinated effort. If all of the muscles do a little bit, the body comes into form. And then nothing gets too exhausted and everything gets a little tone. It's a beautiful thing. Back leg straight, front knee bending. Let's reach a little, and once again, lean back, touch that sweet spot, and then come out. Hands down, step back, lower. You with me? You guys okay? You can skip the vinyasa anytime if I do too many. Yeah. I'm not as cautious about it as I am in August, you know? Temperatures are moderate today. And you can take a knee anytime you need to. Make sure you spread out your fingers and give a good push from your hands. We want the pose to stay more in the legs and less in the shoulders. All right. Once again, walk your hands back to your feet. The feet are hip distance at the back of the mat. And then tuck your chin and your tailbone and roll up slowly. Pull that belly button in and stand tall. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Let's pull the hands right down into the heart center and then lift that right knee high. Just pull the right knee up to the belly. Now coming into the same pose but the other way. Take the leg back behind you. Let the body come parallel with the ground. Push out through that right heel so you know you're really using your whole leg. It's just like the leg in the lunge. That back leg is straight and fierce. You're using your foot. All right, now I want you to test the waters. See what happens if you bend the standing leg. How low can you go? Can you stay parallel with the ground as you lower down? How low can you go? Nice, Maria. I see you. Now push back up through that leg. And bring your feet together. Stand tall. How nice was that? How strong was that standing leg? Like you didn't even know that was in there until you tried that. Inhale, both arms reach. Pull your hands to your heart. Lift your left leg up. As the left one rises, the right one roots. Nice and slow, take your leg behind you. Just play with the balance. The key to balance is to keep challenging yourself. Keep making it a little bit harder so you fall out, right? You gotta fall out sometimes. That's when you know you reached the edge or where you lost your attention, right? Now the standing leg bends. How low can you go? Yep. You got it. It's kind of playful, right? Don't take it so seriously, you guys. And then that standing leg, it's so strong. Like we get down there nice and low, and then we push back up and bring our feet together. Yes, inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Walk out into your plank. Let's hold plank for just a moment. You know, balance has something to do with not just one leg at a time. What about one arm at a time? Vashisthasana, the side plank. Roll onto your right so you're facing left. Lift the left arm high to the sky. See if you can use the edges of your feet. Very interesting what's happening in the body. Separate your legs. Lift the left one high to the sky. That's it. And then bring the left foot down, bring the left hand down, and lower yourself down. Yeah, how many of you just got aggravated? Inhale, cobra pose. It's so weird, I feel you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Why don't we do those things joyfully? What, exposing a little bit of weakness? What about exposing your strength? Come forward into plank. Roll to the other side. How about we see the glass half full instead of the glass half empty? Right? There's lots of ways to modify. Draw the head back so your body's in a straight line. Then see if you can separate your feet. Lift one away from the other. Yeah. It's like, oh, I didn't even know I had those muscles. Put the foot down, put the hand down, have a sense of humor. Lower yourself down. Yeah, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yoga is just a tool to help us see who we are. The truth of who we are. Let's look at our hands and walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Full of grace. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold deeply. Exhale. Bend your knees, please. Chair pose. Sink your hips. Reach your arms. Right knee to the chest. Now take the right leg back. Straighten both legs. Now we're going to bend both knees and you're going to tuck the right knee behind the left knee. Pull your hands right into your heart center. Ooh, squeeze them in tight. One leg squeezing into the other. Chest low by the knee. Get down, get down, get down. Now extend the right leg back. Straighten the left one. Come back up. Oh, that is so beautiful. Feet together. Stand tall. Oh, inhale. Both arms reach. You did it. Hands to heart center. Right? There's something beautiful about challenging yourself. Don't run away from the challenges. Let's face them head on with a little bit of grace and humility. Like what happens if you wobble and you have to put your foot down? Do you think anyone in this park is going to measure who you are as a human being because you lost your balance in one pose? I don't think so. I certainly am not. Let's just try it again. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. You sink your hips. You reach your arms. And then the left knee rises to the chest. Yep. That's it. Now start sending that leg back. Both legs straighten. Feel what that feels like. Expand, stretch in both directions. Then pull your hand to your heart. Bend your left knee. Tuck it behind your right knee. Get low. Oh, it's so good, you guys. Now you know what to do. Straighten your legs, rise back up, bring your feet together, arms tall, hands to the heart. You did it. Inhale, both arms reach. We're still building. Exhale, forward fold. Let's get through a flow. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Let's go to plank and lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You with me? You guys okay? How are you feeling? All right. Right leg step. Stay on your left toes. Say that 10 times fast. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. It's Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Yep. Hands to heart. How could you not feel playful when that's going on? Okay? Bring it forward. Balance on that right leg. Try it. Could you say it? I want to hear you. Just mumble. It'll sound like you're doing it. Stretch your arms forward. Reach even longer, both legs straight. Now, we're going to pass the left leg through, all the way in front of you like a pendulum. Left leg comes all the way through, straight leg up in the air in front of you. Hold it there. Yeah, you feel a little burn in the front of the leg. Lift your chest a little higher. Reach through your arms a little higher. And then find that grace for me. Put it all down at the same time. Doing amazing today. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Go to plank and lower. You could skip the vinyasa and go right to down dog, or you can do double chaturangas, triple, quadruple. Yep, that's it. Find your way to down dog, and then we find our balance on the other side. Left foot step, stay on the right toes. It starts with a lunge. It's so simple. Do you remember the very beginning, that first lunge where you really were paying attention to your toes? You weren't 10 steps ahead of yourself in the next arm balance, right? You were really right in the lunge. Give the lunge all the respect it deserves. Then we're going to lean a little weight into the left leg, float the right one, and keep it long this time. Stretch the arms long. Keep that right knee straight. Maybe even flex the toes or the foot behind you. Muscle actions. Hugging the muscles to the bones will create steadiness. And then like a pendulum, we sweep the right leg through, take it straight all the way down and in front of you and lift it. I know it's burning right there in the quads. Use the strength of the crease of your hip. Lift it a little higher. And then with some grace, put it all down. So good, everyone. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to hold here for just a moment. Let's grab the back of the ankles, soften the knees, and just fold your body to your legs. Knees a little soft here, so there's like actually a connection between the legs and the belly. Yeah. So some of you still need to bend your legs more. I want your belly and your thighs touching. Draw your head toward your shins. Feels really good to round the back. Bend the knees. Bend like you're in child's pose. Yeah. Round it out. Good. Now we're going to stay bent in the knees. Start tucking the tailbone. Pull the belly off the thighs. Tuck your chin and roll up one vertebra at a time. Let's roll the shoulders back. Root down as you rise. Good. Inhale, chair pose. Pull your hands right into your heart center. Let's take a twist to the right side. Left elbow outside the right knee. Not bad. Can you feel that the weight is even in both of your feet? And you're breathing. Now stay in your chair, but let your chest return to center and take it over to the other side. Let's work on creating a little bit of a lock. So the knee pushes out as the elbow pushes in, the chest broadens. Is the weight even in both feet? Let's not squeeze our knees together desperately. I want you to have a little tiny space between your knees. And I want you to pull the right hip and the right knee back a little bit. Yes. Now, stay in your seat, but return to center. At the same time, push into both feet and come on up. Oh, say it when you get to the top. I hear you. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Let's fold in and rest. A little softness in the right knee only. Feel the left leg stretch a little. And then switch to the other one. Bend the left one a little. Okay. Find center. Chair pose again. Somehow, as I'm saying that, as it passes through my lips, I'm thinking, the guests are never going to tune into this practice. Hands to heart. Let's twist to the right one more time. When we do something and we return, there's a little muscle memory, but I'm going to add a little challenge. Create that lock. Left elbow, right knee, pressing gently into each other. Then put a little extra weight on the right foot and lift your left foot off the floor like you're trying to squeeze your heel to your butt. Feel your hamstring doing the work. See if you can get it totally off the floor. Like a flamingo, right? Think about that. Your heel right to your butt. And then the foot comes down. Go ahead and stand up through the center all the way up. Yeah, I can tell I'm losing you. Exhale, forward fold. We'll just take a little vinyasa and then we'll come back to the other side. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Take it to plank and lower. Who would have thought that this was the easy part, right? Find your way back to downward facing dog. Find your breath. Let's all take a deep breath, a clearing breath. Inhale and then open your mouth and make a sound on the exhale. Yeah, there it is. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Feet are together. Let's lift halfway. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, fold. Bend your knees for chair pose. Yeah, the heat's coming. The water's dripping off the nose. Embrace it. Hands to heart, twist to the left side. Everything you know, think about it. Sitting back, right? We're sinking the heels. We're creating the lock with the elbow and the knee. The palms are pressing so the chest broadens. Then we trust a little extra weight on the left foot so we can lift the right one. So good, everyone. Let's put that foot back down. Stand up tall. Reach high to the sky. Yep, and then exhale. Fold right in. I hear you. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Let's go to plank. Hold your plank pose. And take a moment and lay yourself down onto the belly. Yeah. Just lay onto the belly. Give yourself that. Now I want you to take your hands and I want you to put them on the mat beside you, but pull them back. Elbows are bent. Put the thumbs near the floating ribs and the fingertips kind of at the nipple line. So your hands are back a little more than they would be for cobra. I want the wrists under the elbows. And then just start to lift your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades back. Can you feel that? Now as you feel your chest rise, the spine is lengthening in the front. I want you to press a little bit through the pubis bone and the hip bones. Can you feel that? That little push down that helps you rise up. And then start to lift your legs gently. We've been folding forward a lot and twisting a lot. Let's just see if we can get a little length in the front of the body. That's it. Hips stay down. Everything else starts to rise. Lift through the crown. Lift through your toes. Legs are straight and a little close together. Take one more breath and then really gently put it down. Yeah. Let's keep our hands where they are and press back to child's pose. Oh, do it slow. Yeah. Tuck the tailbone. Yep. Now, start walking your hands back to your knees, tuck your toes, and come into a little squat at the back of the mat. Sometimes when we have 2 feet on the ground, we don't think of it as balance, but when we're just on our toes, we have another challenge here. Bring your feet together, your knees together. A little toe squat. Feel all those little wobbles? Those are new muscles waking up, the ones that you don't know how to name, right? The pectineus, like all the little things that are deep inside. Bring your hands to your heart. Manage the fluctuations for a moment. See if you can do it with grace. Now, lift from the pelvic floor. Pull in the belly. We're going to emerge from here, like we're in this little toe squat, and we're going to turn the toe squat into chair pose. So the heels press, the arms reach, and there we are. Then push all the way up. Oh, we are so much stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's just take a walk to the top of the mat so we don't have to do another vinyasa. Yes, there we go. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Here we go, chair pose. Hands to heart. You're going to take that twist to the right side. I can't believe she said chair pose again. That's it. Now, right, like we did before, a little weight in the right foot, lift the left foot off the ground. Now, can you hold on to the twist and straighten your left leg all the way back? I know you can. We've done all of the parts. Now, it's a big step to the back of the mat, left toes down. Arms reach up, root down to rise, so you find that stability in that simple crescent lunge. Yes, even if you have to save it, right? That's it. Find the beauty and the balance of your crescent lunge. This is it. Now, softly put the back knee down. Let's put the left hand down on the inside of the right foot and take a gentle twist open. As you're twisting, bend the right knee a little and stretch the front of the left hip flexor. That's it. Turn your heart open to the right side. Draw the head back a little bit. Yeah, feel the length that happens when we do that. You deserve this. Yeah. Now, I'd like you to bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand and see if you can grab a hold of your foot. We've been doing a lot of leg pressing and chair poses, so it should feel really good to give your quad a little bit of love. If you can't grab the foot, it's okay. Just keep the knee bent, keep that left hip bone down, and open your chest. One more breath. I love that. And then eyes go down, return the right hand to the mat. Let's just go straight to down dog. Yep. Paddle the feet. How are you doing? Yeah, you okay? And from the down dog, we simply walk our feet to the top of the mat. Yep, walk it up. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold on the exhale. You know where this started. It started in chair pose. And I'm pretty sure that this is the last one I'm going to ask you to do. Yeah, like 99%. You just never know. I got to give myself that out. But I'm pretty sure this is it. Hands to heart. Twist to the left side. Yeah. You got this. A little extra weight. Trust the left leg for balance. Lift your right foot. Create that lock. It helps a lot. Elbow and knee on that left side are in relationship with each other. Left leg starts to extend. See if you can hold the twist and extend. This is complex. Have a sense of humor. Step your toes back to the back of the mat and unwind the twist into your high crescent. Arms reach. A little respect for the high crescent lunge. You never realized how much you like this, did you? Yeah. Back leg's straight, front leg is bending, we're reaching, we're leaning back, yeah? All of the things. And then really gently, right hand goes down to the ground. Right knee goes down to the ground. And then we twist open to the left side. Make this yummy. We stay a little longer, we take our time, and we just feel your way through it. We're trying to drop into the right hip flexor, so no Captain Morgan stance here. Like bend the front knee and lengthen the front of the right hip. So move that right knee back. That's it. You can stay where you are, or you can slide that back. Or you can bend, right leg behind you, reach back with the left hand, maybe make a bind. Maybe not. And don't look around to see if anyone else is binding and then feel pressure like you have to bind. Just see if you can, and if you can, great. And if you can't, what can you do about it? Right? Your practice, your breath, your way, your body. I don't know what you ate yesterday or drank, you know? That's it. Let's release. And then take it right to down dog. Okay. paddle your feet. Let's start walking our hands back to the back of the mat. And then this time, we're going to take a squat with our knees open wide. So you can keep your feet together and just open your knees. Yep, the feet were hip distance, so if you just kind of turn the heels in and let the knees go out, it's not quite a malasana, it's another toe squat. Malasana would be really stable. I want you to have a little bit of wobble. And then I want you to watch how we can fix the wobble by just simply lifting the pelvic floor. Did you feel how your spine just aligned up, right? The crown over the tail, that helps balance you. You've got this. Yep. We hold our heads up, we hold our hearts high, and we breathe. Balance isn't so scary when you're closer to the ground, right? So our attitudes are usually a little bit better when we're low. Now, if you can, just bring your knees together in front of you. Let's put our hands and our knees down in front of us. And then swing the feet around in front. We love the mat, right? Balance is about reconciling the opposites. And so right now you are sitting steady on the ground. Sit any way that's comfortable for you. Simple cross legs, probably my favorite right in this moment, but if that bothers your knees, especially after that squat, you can have one leg straight in front of you. Do whatever you need to do to be able to sit up straight and tall. Put your left hand on your chest, and then put your right hand on your left hand. And again, I ask voluntarily, if it feels okay, then maybe close your eyes.
Drifting in slow when the sun shines.
Feel your heart beating beneath your hands and feel your breath flowing and pulsing through your veins.
When calmly blow,
it's that moment where you realize it is good to be alive. And whatever's going on in your life, maybe there was some magic in the family this week, maybe there was conflict. Whatever it is, in this moment, you're okay. You showed up. You processed some of it. Maybe you're able to let some of it go.
As we're coming home.
This is what the yoga does. It helps us come home. It helps us remember who we are. It holds up a mirror, and there's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. You just gotta see yourself. And I think there always needs to be a safe place to do that.
Drifting in slow.
Self-awareness, self-assessment.
Light in your eyes opens up doors. When calmly blows, sight becomes
Can
love.
you allow that? Can you just allow that?
Unfold as we're coming home.
As we sit here humbly together.
As we're coming home. As we're coming home.
Let's take the right hand off the left and put it onto the left knee. Peel the left hand off your chest and put it on the ground behind your tailbone. The most gentle twist you've done the whole practice right here. Yeah, we love you too. Yoga, yoga, yoga. All right, belly button lifts, chest turns a little bit.
Drifting in slow.
Tip your left ear to your left shoulder.
Light in your eyes.
Just in case there was any tension living there. You feel that?
When calmly
Be careful what you're doing with your jaw.
sight becomes love.
And then lift your head back up, turn it to center, and go around to the other side. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind the tailbone. Those hands are there to help you elongate and rotate. We want the spine tall, so hold your head up. And then gently tip right ear, right shoulder. We'll lift the head and return to center. Go ahead and unfold your legs right straight out in front of you if they're not already. Inhale, both arms reach. And then exhale, fold right over your own legs. That's it. No gold star for touching the toes. I challenge you to try not to touch your toes. Where else could you put your hands? I love putting my hands on the mat beside my feet, gripping the mat with my hands so I can pull my chest forward. Try that. Hands beside the legs on the mat, kind of gripping the mat, and as you pull your hands back, you look forward and the chest comes forward. Oh yeah, how does that feel? Yeah, that's a whole new experience. Now as you pull the chest forward and you pull the hands back, push your heels forward. Ooh, yeah. That's the forward fold. And come on up slowly, rise on an inhale. And then just go ahead and scoot your bottom forward, like leave your feet where they are, but kind of just scoot yourself forward and then lay yourself down onto your back. As soon as you lay down, put your feet together and open the knees wide. Feet together, knees wide. Take the arms up over your head. Let them come to rest over the head onto the ground so they're not in the air. So let's move our attention a little bit away from the movement and more toward the breath. So even when the movement stops, the breath remains. And somehow it still has the ability to hold our attention. Let's go ahead and draw the arms down by our sides. Pull the knees up and into the belly. So a practice full of movement should end with a lot of stillness. No more balancing. You can move those legs around. I like how some of you are pulling them in and pushing them out and rocking side to side. This is a moment for organic movement. Honor your body, honor yourself. And then we're going to lean our body weight a little bit to the right. Just lean into the lower right quarter of your back. You can keep holding your knees. And the sensation will change if you pull the legs closer or you push them away from you, but keep holding them. That's it. You feel that? Leaning into that tender spot on the right side. And then go ahead and roll all the way into a spinal twist. Knees go all the way over. Let your arms open out like a T. Let your breath run free. I think we could use a little clearing breath. So as we're slowing down, can you make the breath a little bigger, longer, slower, deeper? And let it out with a little sound, a little sigh, like a whisper. And then bring your knees back to the center. Embrace the idea of organic movement, right? You lean a little side to side until you can lean into the left side. Grab your knees. Do you like the knees close together? Do you like them wide apart? Do you like them close to your chest, or do you like them far away from you? Where do you get the best pressure? Where do you get that really nice lean in? Yeah, you'll find it. Be patient. You're halfway there and you're holding. And then when you're ready, go all the way. Both legs all the way over to the left side. All right. A little longer, a little slower, a little deeper. Slow that breath down. Let's do that clearing breath. Filling up, filling up, filling up. Letting out. Go ahead and give those knees a big squeeze. I think we're ready to lay it all the way out into your final resting pose. Now we rest. This is how balance works. What a beautiful sound. What a beautiful mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Like a love song you sing to yourself. A remembering the truth of who you are. Your strength and your resilience, your fierceness and your grace. In your own way and in your own time, you can begin your awakening. Eventually, we will gather ourselves up and we'll come to sit together. There's no rush. How are we now? A little better than we were like, right? Trying to balance. Nothing like the sound of Marty Nico and DJ Drez. A little shout out. It was their music all morning. If you don't know who they are, they're the musicians that we bring in for something big every year. They've become very good friends over the years. You should follow them on all of the places. You can get most of their really cool stuff on Bandcamp. I don't know if anyone has Bandcamp, but they're on Spotify and Apple Music and all of the places. DJ Drez and Marty Nico. Yeah, they get it. Let's bring our hands together at the heart. And in this beautiful and precious moment, let us create the sound of Om together. Let's do 3 today, because I think sometimes the first one, we're not really there yet. We're not used to making sound. You've been quiet, really, for an hour. So we bring our voices back. We move vibration through us, right? So 3 times. Take a deep breath in with me. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. May we have the strength and the resilience to get through all of the bumps and the bruises of life. May we do it with grace and break through instead of break down. And if we do break down, may we have the grace to know that it was probably us that got in our own way and not the circumstances of life. Maybe our response to it, our inability to honor what we need in the moment, and our humility and our vulnerability. May all beings be happy and free. And may the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to that happiness and that freedom for all. May we all know peace. Peace, perfect peace. Namaste, my friends. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful Saturday. Enjoy the holiday weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. If you haven't signed in, the clipboards went out late this morning, so I appreciate it if you come forward and sign in, bring the clipboards forward. And if you're not on my email list, then please come and sign up for that. There are 2 weekends in December that we will not be here. The first weekend of December, which is the 2nd or the 3rd, which is the Saturday. It's the 3rd, right? Yeah, next week. I will be traveling. I'm going to be in Costa Rica. Andy will not be here, so I have someone who could sub, but I don't have anyone for sound, so we're going to have to first time, I think, in 12 years that you and I have to say we can't be here. Right? That's so crazy, right? So for one weekend, we're just not going to be able to be here. So next weekend, I apologize. I'll be with a group of 30 in Costa Rica on retreat. I will be teaching on Saturday, but not here. And then the following weekend, we're back. And I will send a newsletter out. I will send an email out about the other weekend. I think it might be the 11th, or no, then that would be 2 weekends in a row. I don't know. I think there's one in between. They're having an art show. The city's hosting an art show here in the park. So that weekend we cannot be here either. So 2 in December. And other than that, we are back in business. So have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. Come on up. I will miss you next week. Oh, thank you so much. So email list, thank you so much. You guys so generous. I'll keep it for a minute. I forgot to mention the chairs. If anyone is able to take a minute as the platform clears off, we always need help putting all of the chairs and the tables back. Look at the bubbles. David must be here. Is that David? Blowing bubbles? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Where are the clipboards? One's here? Okay. So once you sign it, then eventually bring it forward and center. Same. Is there one on this end somewhere? Thank you. Have a beautiful day. It's nice to see you again. Yeah. Hello, my friend. How are you? Marvelous. Looking for the clipboard. Are they both up here on the platform? I think there's one this way. Is there one sitting on a bench somewhere, maybe? Hi.
Going to Costa Rica?
Yes.
Okay, what place are you going to?
This time I'm going to be in La Fortuna,
La Fortuna.
near the volcano.
Oh, the volcano.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where they are.